We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that. We don't know if it was a commercial aircraft.
12 miles to the east of Denver is the scene of a shooting. Police there were called shortly after midnight.
What did Iraq have to do with what?
The attack on the World Trade Center.
Nothing.
Hey, what's good, people? It is Red Flag Media. I hope you enjoyed the whole 3 live streams I was able to do. In the week and a half I was able to do them in. Because YouTube have given me a strike for a 4-month-old Vegas video. And then a strike for a 4-month-old Vegas video. So I'm about a strike away from being totally removed from YouTube, which I have been since the beginning of my channel. Finally, they both disappear. I have a week and a half before I get another 2 back, so that's just excellent. If you wanted to subscribe to my backup channel, Red Flag Media 2, I will put a link in the description to that channel, because they could just take me out overnight, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, they don't want certain narratives getting out there, and they just want to, you know, they realize enough people have woken up, let's just, you know, cut down the numbers a little bit. Thankfully, I still have my channel today, though. I know a lot of people don't, so I am thankful for that. But today I wanted to talk about a few things to do with the Flat Earth, only because very recently, about 3 days ago, I brought it to the battle rap fan community. I've been telling battle rappers for years that the Earth was flat, but unsurprisingly, they don't really pay any attention to it. But the first time I brought it to the fans was a few days ago, and obviously I got exactly the response I was expecting to get, which was utter nonsense. I spent the whole day going back and forth, writing full-fledged replies, and answering all the questions that were thrown at me, and still they just wanted to skirt around them and deny basic laws of physics. And this is what the video is going to be about today. The fundamental laws of... Look, there is no debate. Flat Earth versus Globe Earth, it's not a debate, because it's just people who understand the fundamental laws of physics and those who don't. That's it. For number 1, water. Water does not conform to the exterior of a shape in any given circumstance. If you can find me one practical example of water conforming to the exterior of any shape, I don't care if it's a pyramid, if it's a circle, if it's a square, any of them, I will become a globe believer today. But you can't do it. You want to know why you can't do it? Because it's impossible. Because that's not how water behaves, and we can see that. It's observable. That's natural science. You will not observe water behave in any other way besides to run down until it finds its level, and its level is always flat. Standing bodies of water, the surface is always flat. That's why they use water as a measuring tool, a level measuring tool, because over great distances it's more accurate than lasers are. That wouldn't work if it was a curve, because it doesn't curve. Secondly, the physics of a ball. It doesn't matter how large you scale this ball up. The higher you ascend and the higher your altitude, the more you're going to have to look downwards to find the horizon line. Someone said to me when we were going back and forth, they were like, oh, well, if you put an ant on an orange, he's not going to see the curve. Yeah, but if you take that ant and bring him 3 inches off the surface of the orange, he's not going to see the horizon of the orange at all. And it's the same principle here. So why is it when we go up into an airplane 35,000 feet up and we look out of the cabin window, we can still see the horizon line to eye level? Why is it that when we send a weather balloon up 120,000 feet, the horizon is still to the level of the observer? Why? Because we don't live in a ball. Because that would defy what? The physics of a ball. Thirdly, a ball 25,000 miles in circumference should show a curvature drop of 8 inches to the mile squared, meaning on the first mile it will be 8 inches, on the second mile it will be 32 inches, on the third mile it will be 72 inches, and so on exponentially. So why is it that we can see city skylines from 60 miles away when they should be thousands of feet underneath the curvature? Why is it that we can see lighthouses from 30 miles away when they should be 30,000 feet, or not 30,000 feet, sorry, several thousand feet under the curve of the earth? Because there is no curve of the earth. That is observable reality. That is natural science, what you can observe for yourself here on earth. Don't show me no ISS footage of them making water into a floating little ball and go, look, water can be a ball. Because that's not how it works here, where you live. I don't know what they're doing up there in their vomit comets or in their using whatever. That's not what happens here. And if you find it, or if you notice, that's all they ever do up in the ISS. Is play with water. I'm sure they do nothing else but play with droplets of water up there. But that's not how things react here. That's not what you observe here, where you live. What's happened is you've decided that instead of believing your own observable reality, you've allowed someone to stand in front of a whiteboard, write a whole bunch of symbols down, and tell you that everything that you observe and you sense for yourself is not true. They'd be able to write symbols on the board and tell you that everything that you think is actually the opposite because of those symbols. And you said, well, I don't really understand what the symbols mean, so, I can't work that out for myself. He must be telling the truth, No, he's just convoluting something that doesn't need to be convoluted to trick your mind and to take control of it. If he can convince you from an early age that everything you think you know and you'll fight for is a lie, then he can tell you anything. What is going on here? Am I still... Basically, man, the earth is flat. Red Flag Media, I am out.